Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Collecting Havok. I'm your host John, and today, nope, we're not going to do some Power Ranger stuff, promise. Well, there might be some in there, just a little bit. But if you clicked on it, you know this is John's top 10 overall figures of 2022. There's not going to be a whole lot. 2022 was a rough year, and leading into 2023 is not going to be much better. Man, money's tight for all of us, so I mean, I couldn't be a completionist in any line like I wanted to. But I was able to expand outside of the Hasbro family, and the Hasbro and Mattel family, I should say, as those two pretty much got the market on the retail stuff. I was able to get some of my first, well, not my first NECA. I've bought NECA before, so I've some additional NECA, I should say. This year I did dip my toes into Super 7 Ultimates, so may see that on the list. But really, honestly, some of these you may know, some of them may be a surprise, but hopefully you guys stick around to see what's going on. And again, I did want to say this. I appreciate you guys following me, all tens of you. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all the likes, views, and just some interaction. I'm still new, still finding my footing, and I appreciate you guys sticking around with me and seeing where I go with it. And I don't know yet. We'll play it by ear as I got time and learn new things. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So let's get to the first spot on today's list of best of 2022. We're going to start with our first honorable mention. Pudgy Pig from the, what is it, the Power Rangers Lightning line. I mean, come on. It's an articulated pig's head with a Roman helmet. It's... as soon as I saw they announced this thing, I remember it. This is kind of my end of my window of that childhood TV stuff, was that first season of Power Rangers, maybe second season. But yeah, I do remember him from the show, and he's an articulated pig's head. It's just awesome. I love it. He actually is one I do keep on display. He's not a storage figure. He stays out. So yeah, first honorable mention of 2022, Pudgy Pig. Okay, and as you can see, the next honorable mention on my list, and I really only have two honorable mentions to be fair. I wanted to add more, but I also didn't want to make a 3-hour video and go through every figure I have, because there were a lot. And this did literally take me almost 5 weeks to come up with this list, and was not easy. But unfortunately, She Spawn from Toddy Mac's Spawn line did not quite make the top 10, but she's definitely an honorable mention. Just, it's one of the few female figures that Toddy Mac got right. No diaper issues. Figure looks good. Great sculpting, great paintwork. I mean, this is Todd McFarlane's bread and butter. Just insane sculpting, insane detail. So yeah, She Spawn making it to the honorable mention level. So let's see where this list takes us next. Alright guys, kicking off this list with the number 10 spot is the Vintage Collection Ahsoka Tano from the final season of Clone Wars. This is just, I threw her in because Ahsoka is at this point my favorite Star Wars character. Clone Wars is my jam. I love everything Clone Wars. And on top of that, the Vintage Collection really had better figures this year. I think I bought more of them than I did Black Series. And I bought a few Black Series, but just nothing really jumped out at me that said, hey, this has to be your favorite figure from this line. I mean, there were some army builders, all the clone troopers, stuff like that, but really, the vintage collection really kind of nailed it with all the different clone troopers. There's a couple different 501st, gamer collection, stuff like that. Definitely got myself into the 375 line because of those. But yeah, number 10, Ahsoka Tano from the Vintage Collection. All right, guys, coming in number 9, Mantenna from the Masters of the Universe Origins line. As you guys know, the few of you that do watch enough of my videos just know absolutely how much I love this figure, and I will continue to love him. He's 4 legs that are articulated, you know, the eyeballs that stick out. He's so much better than the vintage version, and definitely sticks out in your display, and people are going to notice him. So yeah, number 9, Mantenna. Dropping in at number 8, Blaster. That's right, we got a Transformer on this list, and I do have some videos in the pipe for some Transformers, working on them. I'm a big G1 fan, so any of the guys that give me the G1 vibe I will pick up. And hey, he was my favorite one. This is a really good version of Blaster. So yeah, he's gonna make my top Transformer of 2022. Yeah, I did not get any of the Menasor guys. Wanted to. I played the long game, and it is biting me in the butt right now. So yeah, so someday I'll get Menasor, but for right now, Blaster. Coming in number 8, top figures of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, number 7, Grifter from the DC Multiverse line by Toddy Mac. Why this figure? Because John was a huge Wildcats fan back in the 90s. I love that. Man, when Image became a thing and they came out with Wildcats, Spawn, Savage Dragon, I can't even think of all the names. There's so many. But man, this team, Wildcats, just stuck out. Yes, everybody called them the X-Men ripoff, but dude, Grifter, come on. And aside from not having the long jacket, this really is about as close to a good Grifter figure as I'm going to get. Just can't wait till they do the rest of them. Zealot, Voodoo, Spartan, all of them guys. I just cannot wait. Even Little Emp. Looking forward to those guys. Someday, hopefully. Toddy Mac, probably not listening. Get them Wildcats released. They're DC property. Get figures, get them out there now. Anyways, seriously, number 7, Grifter from DC Multiverse. Okay, we got this bad boy, Bronx, at number 6. From the NECA Gargoyles line. He's a great sculpted figure. Just, what is Bronx? Is he a dog? I mean, I know he's a gargoyle, but is he a gargoyle dog? He's their pet. Either way, he's sculpted great. Articulation all over the place. One of my few NECA figures I did not have to mess around with heat. Found my spot. He sits there, and if I want to move my gargoyles around, he's really easy to work with. So yeah, definitely number 6, Bronx. By the power of Grayskull, number 6, 40th anniversary He-Man. Sorry, couldn't resist. I have the power. Dude, pure nostalgia pick. One of the few Masterverse figures so far that I have that they've actually done super well. I mean, there's a couple other ones, but this one by far is the best. They even got the hand right so he can do the sword pose. I mean, come on. We're good. Number 5, 40th anniversary He-Man. Alright, guys, before we continue on with that top 10 countdown, wanted to get another category in there. This guy, Cosmo, from the Walmart exclusive Velocitron line. This guy is getting the coveted hardest figure to find award for 2022. Just everybody I know is looking for this guy. People like YouTubers, other content creators, guys in my Transformers groups, my hunting groups, just nobody could find him. A few of us got lucky. I did get lucky. I did have to drive an hour to get lucky to find him. I found him up in somewhere up in North Milwaukee at a Walmart. I don't even remember which one it is anymore. But I was driving around, just doing a random Milwaukee hunt, and there he was. So yeah, this guy, Cosmo, from the Velocitron Walmart exclusive line, definitely deserves that hardest figure of 2022 to find, really. I mean, he was one per case. And we all know how Walmart is with their distribution and stocking abilities. Yeah. Alright guys, yeah, so hardest figure 2022 to find on the shelf. Cosmo. Alright, dropping in at the number 4 spot is Usagi Yojimbo from the TMNT NECA cartoon line? I want to say cartoon line. Yeah, because this is the only cartoon figure I purchased in the entire line. I got the Playmates stuff. I'm doing the Playmates Retro, so I had to stick to one TMNT line, and I chose the Playmates just for nostalgia reasons. Plus this guy, because, dude, who doesn't love a samurai rabbit? If you don't, you got issues. So anyways, number 4, NECA's Usagi Yojimbo. Behold the Apocalypse. X-Men Retro card Apocalypse coming in number 3. Just a perfect blend of reuse, new sculpt, and using the X-Men animated series color scheme. Because now he can fit in with your comics. He can fit in with those of you that got the VHS versions. But man, I love this guy. He's big, he's beefy, and he draws eyes to him. He's definitely a centerpiece for any display. So yeah, starting off that top 3 with Apocalypse. Alright, coming in number 2, Super 7 Ultimate, Mumra the Ever Living. And holy crap, this thing is amazing. This is the Mumra I wanted when I was a kid. Man, it is just cartoon accurate, bendy wire in the cape. I could pose it, I could do whatever I want, and he's huge. It really, if you out there, this was your first Super 7 figure, you can see why this will not be my last Super 7 figure. I definitely plan on going down the rabbit hole with the Thundercats line. I just feel bad I'm late to the party on this. Man, these Super 7 figures are great. And that is why Mumra gets the number 2 slot. Okay, guys. You guys got me. As you can see, there was no doubt. Serpentor, 2022 figure of the year. Just hands down, dollar for dollar, paint app for paint app, sculpt for sculpt. Just the number 1 figure. They nailed every single part of this figure right. And I am not going to complain about any of the other issues because, yes, mine has some of those issues out there, but nothing I can't fix on my own with a freaking blow dryer. Although, for a $1 billion company, I shouldn't have to. But still, even with this little guy. Yeah, this is my number 1 figure of the year. This is the one, I will say, I think this is the one figure that Hasbro just knocked it out of the park 100%. They didn't miss a thing. I can't think of anything that I would do to improve this figure. No, except for one, bendy wire in the cape. But there's 100 videos out there that show you how to do it, and I might do it if I get brave enough. I may actually try the bendy wire cape fix or hack, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, definitely my number 1 figure of 2022, Serpentor. Man, come on. I mean, if he's not in at least your top 5 overall or number 1 G.I. Joe figure of the year, what did you do? Or how good were your figures? Damn. Anyways, yeah. That, my friends, is Collecting Havok. Me, John. My top 10 figures for 2022. Alright guys, that wraps up that top 10 video for 2022. If you made it this far and you liked what you saw, please hit that subscribe. No, hit the like button. We're not to the subscribe part yet. Yeah, like I said, still learning. If you are new to the channel, most of you are, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join the tens of followers of Collecting Havok. It's a party in here. No, I'm seriously, if you guys like this, I appreciate it if you subscribe. Even if you don't subscribe and you still check out my videos in your spare time, I appreciate that. You know, hit the like button. Go ahead, throw me some comments. Tell me I'm an idiot. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. Don't. Try to keep it friendly down there. I'd like to interact with some of you guys, get to know some of you guys, and just find more people in the community that are cool. So anyways, if you want, I also do some random stuff on Instagram, learning how to do some better toy photography, stuff like that. Maybe throw up some toy hauls, you know, maybe some stuff I find out in the field. May throw up a UPC as it comes around. Maybe say, hey, check it out, I found a deal. Stuff like that, you know, the usual stuff. But anyways, appreciate you guys, and I will check you next time.